In the quiet town of North Carolina, the Whitley family lived a life that many would consider idyllic. Julie and Andy Whitley were devoted parents, raising their bright and curious 8-year-old son, Landon, in a home filled with love, laughter, and faith. Sundays were sacred in their household, a day dedicated to worship, family bonding, and sharing stories from the Bible. Landon, with his inquisitive mind, often asked questions that made his parents proud, reflecting the values they had instilled in him. On a sun-drenched Sunday afternoon in 1997, the Whitley family was looking forward to a day of fun. Julie had just picked Landon up from Sunday school, where he had been animatedly discussing the lessons he had learned about kindness and love. As they drove home, the conversation flowed easily, filled with laughter and plans for the day ahead. They were excited about visiting the park and perhaps treating themselves to ice cream afterward. Andy was driving ahead in another car, leading the way home, blissfully unaware of the tragedy that was about to unfold. Suddenly, the tranquility of their day was shattered. An ambulance, speeding recklessly without its sirens, veered into their lane, colliding violently with their vehicle. The impact was catastrophic. Julie was knocked unconscious, her last thought a desperate prayer for her son. Landon, trapped in the back seat, was left lifeless, his small body crushed and unresponsive. As the chaos unfolded, witnesses rushed to the scene, some calling for help while others attempted to assist. Paramedics arrived, but their efforts seemed futile. Landon was pronounced clinically dead 3 times as they fought to revive him, each time slipping further away from this world. A journey beyond. In those moments of clinical death, Landon experienced something beyond comprehension. He described a realm filled with light, a gentle, warm embrace that enveloped him. It was a vast field of golden light where he felt an overwhelming sense of peace and love. Surrounded by radiant beings, he instinctively knew they were angels. But then, a figure emerged from the light, more distinct than the others. Dressed in a simple white robe with eyes filled with wisdom and kindness, it was Jesus. In that moment, Landon felt an unbreakable connection. Jesus reached out, touching him gently, and in that touch, Landon felt a lifetime of understanding. But then came the message, "You have to go back." Confusion washed over him. Why would he leave this place of perfect peace? Jesus explained that it was not his time yet, that he had a purpose to fulfill. Reluctantly, Landon felt himself being pulled back, the warmth of the light fading as he returned to his broken body. The struggle to return back in the hospital, Landon's ordeal was far from over. After being stabilized, his heart began to falter again, and he slipped away for a 3rd time. This time, he found himself in a different part of the afterlife, a twilight realm filled with an ethereal glow. Before him lay a panoramic view of the world, but it was not the world as he knew it. He saw darkness creeping across the landscape, a storm of malevolent energy consuming the light. Jesus appeared again, his expression filled with sorrow. "This is what is coming," he said, gesturing to the darkness. "The choices people make are leading them away from love and into despair." Landon felt a wave of fear. What could he do? "You must warn them," Jesus urged. "Tell them to remember love, compassion, and kindness, or this darkness will consume them." Landon felt the weight of this mission settle upon him, a burden he was determined to carry. Awakening to a new reality. With a sudden jolt, Landon awoke in the hospital, gasping for breath. The chaos of the medical team surrounded him, but his mind was still reeling from the profound experiences he had just endured. As he regained consciousness, he felt pain radiating through his body, but he also felt different. He had returned with a message, a warning from Jesus himself. Days turned into weeks as Landon recovered, defying all odds. His mother, Julie, watched in awe as her son grew stronger, but she also sensed a change in him. He was quieter, more introspective, often lost in thought. Then came the moment that would change everything. One day, Landon revealed that he had seen his father, Andy, who had died in the accident. "He looked so happy, Mom," Landon said, tears in his eyes. "He said he loves us and that we'll see him again someday." Julie was overwhelmed with emotion, feeling both grief and a sense of peace. Landon's experiences were not just dreams, they were profound revelations that connected him to a world beyond their understanding. The message to the world. As Landon began to share his experiences, Julie knew they had a responsibility to tell the world. They started speaking at their church, recounting the miraculous events that had unfolded. Landon spoke with a calmness that belied his age, sharing the love he felt and the warning he had been given. "People are forgetting what's important," he said. "We have to choose love over hate, or the darkness will only get worse." The congregation listened in rapt attention. Some moved to tears, while others remained skeptical. Despite the mixed reactions, Landon and Julie pressed on, determined to share the message. They faced criticism and doubt, but Landon remained undeterred. "It doesn't matter if they believe me or not," he told his mother. "I have to try." Their story began to spread beyond their community, gaining attention from local news outlets. As the story went viral, people from all walks of life reached out, some seeking comfort, others questioning the validity of Landon's experience. A legacy of hope. Years passed, and Landon's story became a beacon of hope for many. He continued to share his message, speaking at churches and community events, always returning to the core of what he had learned: the importance of love, compassion, and kindness. Julie watched her son grow into a young man, proud of the strength and wisdom he had gained. Landon had faced death and returned with a mission, a call to action for humanity to remember what truly matters. Through it all, he remained humble, treating everyone with the same compassion he had felt in the presence of Jesus. His journey was not just about his near-death experience, it was about the light he brought back into the world, a reminder that even in the darkest times, love can prevail. Landon Whitley's story is a testament to the power of faith, the resilience of the human spirit, and the importance of sharing a message of hope. It is a call for all of us to choose love over hate, to embrace kindness, and to remember that we are all connected in this journey of life. The ripple effect of a child's message. As Landon continued to share his story, the impact of his message began to ripple through the community and beyond. People from different backgrounds and beliefs found themselves drawn to his words. They came to hear him speak, to seek solace in his experiences, and to understand the profound insights he had gained from his journey. Landon's message resonated deeply with those who had experienced loss, grief, or despair. They found comfort in his assurance that love transcends death and that their loved ones were at peace. Many began to share their own stories of loss, creating a community of healing and support around Landon and his family. Julie, witnessing the transformation in people's lives, felt a renewed sense of purpose. She began organizing community events where Landon could share his story, inviting speakers from various faiths and backgrounds to discuss the importance of love and compassion. These gatherings became a safe space for people to express their feelings, share their struggles, and find hope in the face of adversity. A call to action. As the years went by, Landon's message evolved into a call to action. He encouraged people not only to embrace love and kindness, but also to actively engage in their communities. He spoke about the importance of volunteering, helping those in need, and standing up against injustice. Love is not just a feeling, he would say. It's something we do. It's how we treat each other every day. His words inspired many to take action, leading to the formation of community service groups, food drives, and outreach programs aimed at helping the less fortunate. Landon's influence reached far beyond his small town. His story was featured in national media, and he was invited to speak at conferences and events across the country. People traveled from distant places to hear the boy who had returned from the brink of death, hoping to catch a glimpse of the light he carried within him. Challenges of fame. With the growing attention came challenges. Julie and Landon faced skepticism and criticism from those who doubted the authenticity of his experiences. Some accused them of exploiting Landon's story for fame or financial gain. Julie struggled with the negativity, feeling the weight of the world on her shoulders. She worried about how the scrutiny would affect Landon, who had already been through so much. But Landon remained steadfast, often reminding her, "Mom, it's not about us. It's about the message." He learned to navigate the complexities of fame with grace, focusing on the people who were touched by his story rather than the ICS. He continued to share his experiences, always emphasizing the importance of love and compassion. A new chapter. As Landon grew older, he began to explore his own spirituality more deeply. He read books on various religions, attended different places of worship, and engaged in discussions about faith and belief. He wanted to understand the broader implications of his experiences and how they fit into the larger tapestry of human existence. Landon's journey of self-discovery led him to realize that his message was universal. It transcended religious boundaries and spoke to the core of what it means to be human. He began to advocate for interfaith dialogue, encouraging people to come together, share their beliefs, and find common ground in their shared humanity. The legacy of love. Years passed, and Landon became a young man, still carrying the light of his experiences within him. He continued to speak, but now he also wrote, sharing his thoughts and reflections in articles and books. His writing resonated with many, offering insights into the nature of love, loss, and the human experience. Julie watched with pride as her son blossomed into a compassionate leader, inspiring others to embrace love and kindness. She often reflected on the journey they had taken together, from the depths of despair to the heights of hope. Landon's story became a legacy, a reminder that even in the darkest times, there is always a glimmer of light waiting to guide us home. His message of love, compassion, and the importance of community continued to inspire generations, creating a ripple effect that spread far beyond their small town. Conclusion. A message for all. The extraordinary journey of Landon Whitley is a testament to the power of faith, resilience, and the human spirit. It serves as a reminder that we all have the capacity to choose love over hate, to embrace kindness, and to make a difference in the world around us. As Landon often said, we are all connected in this journey of life. Our choices matter, and love is the most powerful force we have. His story is not just about a boy who faced death and returned. It is about the light he brought back into the world, a light that continues to shine brightly, guiding others toward a path of love and compassion. In a world that often feels divided and dark, Landon Whitley's message is more relevant than ever. It is a call to action for all of us to remember what truly matters, to choose love, and to share that love with others. Through his journey, Landon has shown us that even in our darkest moments we can find hope, healing, and the strength to make a difference.